Hopefully this works. I had one of those big Windows 10 updates. You know, it's like the 2004 update it's called or whatever. And those giant updates, I swear every time I have one of those, I have to double check a lot of things to make sure I don't have a problem with my... Ooh, that's level 60, I'm gonna hide. With all sorts of software I have. Let's turn this quest off, let's turn that off, let's turn that off. We are going to kill... We're doing fuel for the zapping, maybe natural materials, and Zapped Giants. So how does this work? Collect water elemental cores from sea elementals. Okay, so we're just going to kill the elementals along the coast. The Zapped Giants, we use this. So what do we do? Okay. So I think we just find the giants, shrink them, and then kill them. Zap our Feralas giant to a more manageable form. Yeah, I think they go from being elite to non-elite. Here they are. And this is the water elementals we need. This is pretty sweet. Okay. I don't think these guys are nature immune, but I'm not totally sure. It's been a while since I've done this quest. Long time, actually. Let's find out. Okay, so not nature immune, that's good. Are they fire immune? No? Okay. They do frost bolts, which is kind of annoying. And then the knockback, and then they slow you. That's a sick combo. So frost bolt, use movement speed, and the knockback I think did too. They are immune to frost shock. Okay, that makes sense. I just wanted to test. All right. Elemental core, enchanted water, globe of water. Cool. So we actually are getting a lot of beverages from these. Not great ones, but better than nothing. Let's go ahead and shrink this guy. See what happens. Okay, makes him much more manageable. Non-elite now. Okay, still level 48. So it's not like they're a total pushover, but it should be easier for us. Let's drop a few totems. And then while we're at it, let's shrink him again. Look how tiny he is now. The world's smallest giant. Cute. Alright, so you can double shrink him. That's good to know. Alright, and then we get the miniaturization residue. Perfect. Alright, let's eat and drink. So, you know, a few episodes back I was talking about... We got a blue sapphire. Maybe like... Might have been 4 episodes ago. We got it from a chest in Teneris, over by the pirate area, I think. And I was like, oh, that's awesome. It's worth like 20, 25 gold. So I checked. It's actually worth about 5 to 7 gold on Grobulus now. So I ended up just putting it in my bank. It's, you know, it's not nothing, but it's just not, it's not incredible, I guess, you know? So I'm not like super hyped on it. Let's drop our chicken. So I was just like, you know what? I'll just let it go. I don't really care that much. So like, I don't know, like if I'm selling something for 20, 25 gold that I don't need, that's probably worth it to me. But for that knockback, so Geyser, it's a knockback and a 50% speed reduction. But making 5 gold, I'd rather just hold on to it. It's not a big deal either way. It's not worth a ton. These guys are kind of hard to kill. Chicken finished them off for us, I think. We enraged. Wonderful. Drop rate is not 100%. That's also good to know. I'm going to shrinky dink this guy and then pull him back to our chicken if I can. Yeah, seems good. I think we can pull him back to the chicken. Come on, chicken. Get him. There we go. It's like chicken's not doing anything, but okay. So we're going to work on these quests since we're right here. It's just kind of convenient. We'll get both these done hopefully today, and then I think we'll continue on with natural materials. That's pretty much the last thing I think we'll need to do out here today. It seems like we're getting 100% drop rate on the residue so far. At least, yeah, so far we're getting 100%. I think that is consistently 100%. I might be wrong on that. We're obviously not getting 100% on our elemental water quest thing, so that's going to be water elemental core. It's going to be a little bit slower, but it's okay. we're just gonna hang out and kill some mobs today. So this should be a pretty easy. Oh, we got another skeleton on 200 maces, so we're almost maxed out. I think the max 250. We're at 245. Good. Ooh, I will take a. We don't really have a way to pull these mobs very easily, do we? Like, since we have to kind of run up here. You know what I guess I could do is a grounding totem. Seems kind of nice here. Sort of. I don't know. Maybe not. Earthshock, does that do much? I guess I can interrupt their spellcast too if I Earthshock at the correct time. Oh, I resisted that. Wonderful. Instead of just randomly Earthshocking for no reason. Oh, we did get the squawk buff, by the way. I didn't even pay attention to that. We got a 5% attack speed boost from our chickeny friend, which is... That's pretty much why I use that thing, is the best part about it. Since that buff lasts even after we leave our chicken behind or he despawns. So let's do this. Let's try and do an interrupt on this guy. Yeah, I like that. I think I'll definitely be earth shocking these things now instead of flame shocking. It's similar damage, kind of close. And more importantly, it saves me from taking some damage, which is nice. So it's kind of a 2-for-1. It's like a life steal. Deal damage, restore X amount of... Avoid X amount of damage, sort of restoring X amount of damage. Today is Saturday, the 20th of June, and my wife works this weekend. She works Saturday and Sunday. She actually had Monday or Friday and Monday off. She has yesterday off, and she'll have this coming Monday off. Oh, Sea Elementals might be... Are there two different mobs here? Sea Sprays and Sea Elementals. So Sea Elementals may just melee, and Sea Sprays are the ones that do that Frostbolt knockback. That's interesting. I knew the quest said there were two, but I didn't really think about what that meant. But the point is that these guys we don't have to worry about interrupting. Let's go ahead and just use some of this cruddy water to drink. I don't think we have any food. Oh, we do have some food. Good. Not much. We're going to burn through it pretty fast. Sure. Just do some organization here. I'll put the wastewater pouches over here for now. Okay, so she's working, and she actually is going to work from home for the first few hours of the day. So after that, I'm going to drive her to work. Then I'm going to go to my lab since we're kind of nearby each other, and do a little bit of work, maybe about an hour. I'm trying to do a bunch of gene deletions and a bunch of bacteria right now. We're trying to understand. I'm still working on the same kind of major project. We're trying to understand why some of these bacteria that we've isolated from hospitalized patients are what we'd consider to be relatively deadly bacteria. They're abnormally kind of deadly for the species they are. So we're trying to understand that still, and we've got some hunches as to some genes that may be responsible for that. Also, the drop rate on this thing is awful. We've gotten 1 out of 10 so far. We've got 1 of the 10 we need for this water elemental core, and we've killed about 6 of these things. So it's like maybe a 15% drop rate for us so far. It's pretty atrocious. So I'm doing a bunch of gene deletions, and the way those work is usually you have to you do a step in the process and let things incubate overnight. There we go, got another one. And as they incubate overnight, if the transformation worked, your bacteria will grow on an antibiotic selective marker. So what that means is, to do a gene deletion, we insert an antibiotic resistance gene as a way to know they picked up the gene deletion that we're hoping they have. And then if they picked it up, they should grow on a new antibiotic that they otherwise couldn't grow on. It's like what we call selection, or a way to select for the bacteria that have successfully transformed or been deleted or had their gene deleted. It takes overnight, so today I want to go in and check on some auger plates I have, and hopefully have some colonies. And if I do, I might pick the colony with like a toothpick and do something with it. Otherwise, big mouth clam, anything good? Iridescent pearl, not awful. If they didn't grow, I'll deal with it on Monday. I'm not going to do anything with it today, but I'm just checking on them today. Are there any more elementals over here? Oh, is there a boat along here for a quest? I vaguely think there's a quest along the coastline here. Let's pull this guy. We need all these elementals anyway, and giants, so we'll just keep going south. But I vaguely recall there being a quest hidden on the coastline here. Maybe. Yeah, so I'm going to go and do a little bit of work today. Same thing Sunday, going to do a little bit of work, but it's nothing serious, like nothing super time consuming. I'm also looking forward to kind of having the weekend off from work and spending time with Mrs. Soupy in the Mrs. Soupa. I'm so used to call myself Soupy from my druid. Oh, this is I should have Earthshocked that thing. But yeah, Mrs. Soupa. I'm looking forward to spending some time with her in the evenings. She got into Schitt's Creek. It's a Pop TV. I think it's like a Canadian developed show. A show developed in Canada. Ooh, elemental water. That's kind of nice. Those are worth a little bit on the market. Not a ton, but a little bit. Sea spray. These guys are annoying. Shrinky dink. Earth shock. Ooh, crit earth shock. That was nice. Like 600 damage. Storm strike. Follow up with another earth shock. Berserking. Just burn all my mana. I have literally 6 mana left. And of course I get knocked back anyway. Knocked back. Alright. Glow of water, sure, why not? So she got into Schitt's Creek maybe like 6 months ago, and it's on Netflix, so she like watched all the episodes, and then she started watching them, and then I saw it and thought it was kind of funny, so I jumped in and we rewatched what she had already watched, and we watched the first 5 seasons. I think it's 5 seasons. And the 6th season came out and is now done. It came out, like, I think in January and finished in April or something, I think. So we were waiting to get it. We finally decided to buy it because we think it was going to be a while before it became available on US Netflix. I guess we probably should just, now I'm thinking, as I say this out loud, I guess I could have VPN'd that, but because I think it's available in other regions. Alas, too late now. So we bought it. And the season, and we're looking forward to watching it. So far we watched the first like 3 episodes like last night, and it's probably not the best 3 episodes I've ever seen, but I genuinely do enjoy that show a lot. Schitt's Creek's a pretty funny show. It's kind of like chill, like there's nothing too dramatic in it, you know, so it's kind of like, in my opinion, it doesn't get into a lot of really deep stuff. It touches on some like relationships among family members especially, but it's not super deep. It's a comedy, it really is, but it's a cute show, I like it. So we're looking forward to seeing the, I think it's a series finale. I think season 6 was the final season, so that was also one reason why we bought the season. We usually don't buy seasons of shows, because we're just not much of a rush, usually. But it was the finale, so we're kind of excited. Yeah, so, I don't know. It's been kind of this weird time right now since I've mentioned this, but I interviewed about almost 2 weeks ago now for a position as a professor. I'm one of the last 3 candidates, and I just feel like I'm in limbo. Like, I won't find out for another week at least from today. Probably about 2 weeks. It's at like very end of June at the earliest to like 2nd week of July, probably at the latest we'll hear back. And so it's just kind of, it's just weird. I don't know how to describe it, but it just feels very much like I'm in limbo. My wife too. Because of course if I get this position, she'll be moving with me, we'll be moving, and she'll be quitting her job, I'll be quitting my current job. So it's a big lifestyle change. And it's just such a hard feeling to describe that I've been working for over a decade with the idea that, I want to be a professor, I want to run my own lab. Rageclaw Gloves of Spirit. 15 spirit's a lot of spirit, but it's still just not, they're leather too, they're just not that good. It's a lot of spirit though. Let's rebuff the Terran Icebreaker. So, Sea Spray is fun. Still got a little bit of time on our gnomish shrinker dinker. So, it's just kind of hard to describe. But, I've been working professionally to become a professor for over 10 years. Since I was like 20 years old is about when I distinctly remember saying, alright, let's do this. And we're low on mana, but I'm just gonna pull this guy anyway, and we'll be fine. Let's get a lightning bolt in there. maybe. And so I'm so close now. Those 3 people, 2 people I'm competing against, you could say. And there's a good chance I won't get it. But I'd say 1 in 3, let's say, chance that I'll get it. I'll be offered the position, and then I have to negotiate it, you know, so it's not necessarily guaranteed. Even if they offer it, that I'll take it. But based on what we've spoken about, I'd be surprised if I don't take the position at this point. I'm still looking for that boat, by the way. I swear there's like a boat, like a wrecked something just under the water's edge that we would want to start a quest, but I'm not sure if I'm going to find it. Should be around here somewhere. So these guys are much easier to deal with now that I'm earth shocking them. Glad I kind of realized that was a useful thing on these guys. Just I'm not really taking any damage. I'm using a lot of mana, but I'm not really taking much damage, which is nice. Let's just do a big drink. So, but yes, the feeling I'm feeling is just that I'm in a limbo because my wife and I we wanted to get, what was this? Even I was thinking of buying a new dress shirt or something. Cause I've got a shirt that literally the elbow has worn out, and it would be tough to patch it. It's kind of one of the shirts that it would just look kind of funny, and so I'm still using it. I just roll up the sleeves and wear it as a more casual shirt, but doesn't really fill the need of being a dress shirt for me anymore. It's okay, I want a new dress shirt. Sometimes I present things in my research from people. I want to dress up a little bit, that kind of a thing. And I was maybe I'll get a shirt. And it's just, I don't know about everyone else, but my wife and I hate, my shrink ray worked quite well. My wife and I really hate the idea of, that guy farted in the back. If you scroll back the video a little, 20 seconds, you can watch this giant. Every now and then, they will do this animation where they fart, and a green bubble comes up, and then they pop it, and then they, this, that stinks kind of a gesture. It's a really fun little Easter egg of all the sea giants in the game do that. So, oh man, they drop it so bad on these. We're 3 of 10 right now. It's just really, really bad. At least the giants are guaranteed drop rate. Am I going to pull both these mobs if I shrinky dink this guy? No, that's good. I really don't want to fight both those guys if I can help it. So, we don't have buying stuff when we're moving, or we might be moving, because it just feels like we have more stuff to move. It just seems, and when you move, sometimes you realize there's things you need you didn't know you needed, or there's things you have that you realize you don't need anymore. And so to us, it just seems like a huge waste to buy anything right now. I'm really enjoying this episode because I'm just spamming shrink rays on, oops, that's not what I wanted to do, it's an ultra shrinker. I'm just back and forth spamming shrink rays on everything. It's kind of fun. I enjoy having 2 shrink rays, even if one's very specialized. At least it always works, and it's only a 30-second cooldown, so that's nice. There we go, 4 of 10, okay. Do I have any more mage weave at all? I'm gonna make all these up. I'm running low on bandages. I need to get some rune cloth. We just haven't killed any mobs that drop rune cloth, it seems like, yet. We got 2 skill ups out of this so far. 3. That's funny. It's green. It's you don't really necessarily expect to get 3 out of 4 skill ups, but pretty nice. So we're just on hold. Is basically what it is. You're not buying extra stuff. We're talking about the idea of moving, but it also feels kind of silly to do extensive planning because there's a very realistic chance that I won't be offered the position. And so we're just kind of sitting here, what do we do? So we're just, trying to go about our lives, enjoying things. And we went to the beach yesterday briefly. We're watching TV shows. I've been reading a lot of books. I mentioned this. I am now 3 chapters into How to Win Friends and Influence People. I recommended it last episode, I think, as a book people should consider reading. I still recommend it. It's still a very good book. Oh, nice. We got 2 in a row for the Water Elemental Cores. That's awesome. It's such a good book. Anyway, so it's, we're doing our things. We're keeping going. I'm doing a lot of research in my lab now. My wife's back at work a few hours a day. Kind of so instead of doing all at home, she's doing maybe 4 hours at work, 4 to 6 hours at work, and then 2 to 4 hours at home. So life's kind of getting back to normal in regards to pandemic stuff a bit. But it's still pandemic, then a lot of protesting occurred and still is occurring. And then now I'm sitting on this interview waiting. It's just a lot. I don't know how to describe it. I feel good, you know, like we're happy. It just feels like a lot of stuff's going on. I think that might be out of range, really. I think this little thing sticking up here might be the thing I'm thinking of. Maybe it's a quest that we needed to start to go there. Maybe like I'm not sure that this starts a quest. Maybe there's a quest that leads us this boat. I'm just not sure. It's been so long since I've done this quest, and I just don't remember. We still have this. We still have the same. Oh well, I'm gonna die from this guy. There we go. We still have the same 4 stamina 9 spirit ring and the Seal of Sylvanas. We got these 2 rings literally probably back in levels like 20 to 30. It's kind of insane that we haven't upgraded our rings. Big Mouth Clam, nothing good there. Like legitimately, it's insane that we've never gotten a better ring since then. I know I've skipped some instances that could have dropped them, but it just, you'd still think somewhere along the way we'd get a quest or something. But alright, is this anything here? No. This is just a... No, that's not one. Maybe... No. This sort of looks like what I was thinking, but it's maybe not quite it. Alright, let's get the sea spray. Sea sprays are so disappointing. As I'm like fighting these guys, I'm like, ugh, sea spray. Like the worst mob out here. Just so annoying with their knockbacky things. On the bright side, interrupting them really has made it a lot easier. Seriously, so much better. Oh, nice. 6 out of 10. That's a little better. We're getting some better drops than we were before. There we go. He's farting again. Oh, I try to like zoom in. I was a little slow. That doesn't last very long, does it? I think that was a quest, that little boat thing there. Is there anything up here, maybe? But I just don't see anything. Nothing highlights, so I'm guessing that there must be a quest we need for that to do it. I'm gonna double shrink ray this guy. Yeah, there we go. That's awesome when that works. The double shrink ray. He's as tiny as me. I really hate that add-on up there that does that thing. It like puts a stupid text overlay. I need to figure out why that does that. It's a really annoying bug. I don't want it to be visible in my UIs hidden because it makes it hard to take screenshots. Like, to be honest, I can edit that out in post really easy, but I just don't want to have to. Like, I just want it to be like a screenshot, and then I can just like drop it into my Photoshop document, you know, expand it or shrink it as needed, and call it a day. I don't want to have to edit that out, but yeah, bummer. Okay, so yeah, I'm really sure that thing that I was talking about, back to that boat, is a part of some quest, but I don't think we have the quest yet. I'm pretty sure. I'm just kind of like running along the water here and like really carefully watching, because I know whatever it is sort of buried in the water, and it's not the easiest thing to see, which is really why I think it's like this. Like, I feel like this does have something to do with the quest. So there's like this bottle maybe, but I'm not seeing anything. So maybe it's possible something else. This might just be a doodad. Alright. There's sea sprays there, but I'm not worried about the other one. Let's get that one though. I will kill that one since we're, oh, that's a rebuff. Since we're right here, I'll take this one. And it's not a sea spray. Okay. Alright. Dead. No good loots. No loots at all. Oh. This quest is slow. See, I'm just checking because I'm really convinced there's something here that I'm missing. It's been a lot of... Oh, that's... be careful with this. It's been a lot of fun doing this character mostly off of memory for quests. Oh, I didn't mean to quite do that. You know, for the most part, I haven't used Wowhead. Occasionally I'll pull up Wowhead, but I don't use like Questy or any of those types of add-ons, and pretty much I just read the quest text or go off memory. Hey, he's farting again. That's really funny that he farted mid-combat. I didn't realize I could do that. But But yeah, for the most part, I think my quest memory is pretty solid. Why is there a patrol right there, like for real? And why didn't I, how did I not, okay, like how did that not aggro me? It was right there. That makes sense. I was just like kind of startled. I was like, how is that? First of all, I don't know why there's a patrol. I've never seen any patrol here before. But more importantly, why did it not aggro until it literally ran by me? It's strange. Let's do a little bandage up. Yeah, I need more mage weave. I've got a ton of mage weave on my bank. I actually just, like, my bank was full, so I have an enchanter bank where I send all my cloth and I disenchant all of the, not all, a lot of the bind on equips that I don't need. And I ended up let's pull them closer. Yeah, there we go. Selling a lot of silk cloth, so my bank got full. Like, I'm completely filled up with, it was probably like 500 rune cloth, maybe 400 silk, maybe 400 or 500 mage weave cloth, a little bit of linen, and then, oh, I didn't need to pull that. I guess we're fighting that. I just want to interrupt it so it didn't kill my totem. And a bunch of wool cloth, like maybe 400 wool cloth. So just a ton of stacks of cloth, you know, it's like so much. And so I eventually, yesterday I was like, I gotta sell this. Like, I don't even know why I'm keeping silk cloth. Like, I have no use for it. There's use for it, but I don't really need it. So, oh my gosh. Let's interrupt that. So I am, oh good, we got another one. 7 of 10. So, I'm cleaning out my bank, but I got a lot of mage weave, which is nice. But yeah, I just have so much cloth in that bank. I mean, it's literally like over 1,000, probably close to like 1,500 pieces of cloth. I mean, it's almost a full bank on that, and then a bunch of like enchanting materials. Like, I don't know, maybe like 4 stacks of large brilliant shards. Whoa, 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 whoa! What is this? These are humans, dwarves, alliance, scums. Well, I don't want to fight these guys, honestly. It's a 2-on-1 and it's freaking paladin, and I think the other one might have been a paladin also. Like, I'm not gonna... A rogue. They're lower level than me. They're both 47s, but honestly, there's like no way I kill a few 47s. I'll get interrupted and stun locked. This guy will heal. I don't think there's a way for me to really compete easily. How did I get aggro? What the heck? Keeper, what's this guild? What are they in? Keepers of the Grey. They seem cool. Oh, and there's another one. Yeah, I'm out of here. They seem non-aggressive, but if they become aggressive, I'm not taking on 3 similar leveled characters. Just kind of taking a look for any of that boat I was talking about. Yeah, I'm pretty convinced the boat that's back there is the boat that I'm looking for. That would be for a quest that I don't know what quest it goes to. I can't remember, but I haven't gotten that quest yet apparently, so I will have to just keep it in mind. Yeah, that's fine. Let's shrinky dink this guy. Okay. So we still need 3 more water elemental cores. So at least 3 more water elementals we have to kill. And 4 more giants, which isn't that bad. We're almost done with these quests. I'm just going to punch this guy to death and then kill these 2 and kind of move on down for more giants. Oh, no. For a moment there I thought we got it, but that is not what we got. Alright, I'm going to kind of pull him this way though. Oh, he parried my Storm Strike. What a bully. I'm almost wondering if it's not just more efficient to, Ooh, Gaia's Amos... Amos? What is that word? I've never seen it before. Amos of the Eagle. It's kind of cool. I have a feeling these guys are going to attack me if I kill these mobs. So I'm going to let him kill that one. That's fine. I'm going to shrink this guy. Cool with that. I don't know if they're actually together or not. They might be separate. It might be that rogue and that other paladin might be together and this paladin is separate. Yeah, I'm not sure, but I just don't want to I don't want to die. Like, it's annoying, because I think the res is like over here. Or, no, it's not that far away. It's a little bit east of us, not too bad, the graveyard, but so I prefer not to have to do a corpse run. Now I could, just, you know, reincarnate and res myself, but if they're nearby, they'll just kill me again, so it's just a little bit annoying. So I'm gonna hopefully not have to deal with that. Let's keep moving. So we have 3 more giants. Get a storm strike in there, an extra attack. Back up, back up. Oh wow, that guy's getting blown up. Am I gonna interrupt this? Oh, I was going to, but he died. I was about to do a rank 1 earth shock, but that guy just straight up died. So. Thanks, that easy. I'm sitting at a weird angle today. I feel like kind of turning like this. Usually I'm a little more straightforward, but I don't know why. Alright, shrunk another giant. Kind of a late lightning bolt. Whoops, it's okay. New add-ons. I had so many updates today. So my computer, I mentioned I updated to like the Windows 2004. It's like a big like seasonal update or whatever, and that took about 10 minutes maybe. It was a pretty big, like slow update, maybe a little bit less than 10 minutes, but like 5 to 10 minutes, which was surprisingly long for my computer. My computer's fairly fast, and my storage drives are fairly fast, so I would. Oh my gosh, Paladin, leave me alone. I don't want none of that. I'm gonna get knocked back by this guy. Give him a little hug. I don't know what's up. Alright. Let's do a cheap water. We got a bunch of them. That'll be fine. Okay, so yeah, so it's a big update. Then I just did like, there were like some minor Windows updates after that. So I had to do another restart for those. Then there was a new driver for my GPU from NVIDIA, so I went and updated that. Because I update my NVIDIA drivers like, I don't know, once every month or two. I don't necessarily update every time because I just don't think it's that important. A lot of them are like game specific, like game ready drivers, and I don't, as it turns out, I pretty much just play WoW. WoW, Hearthstone, Overwatch, so I guess I'm basically like a Blizzard fanboy at this point, but so anyway, it's just like I don't play a lot of the new games that come out, so I don't need game ready whatever drivers, but I still update, you know, every month or two at least, try to keep up with it, every couple months probably. Alright, more Mage Weave too. How much Mage Weave have we picked up? A little bit. We need one more. We're about to lose our mana buff here. 2, 2, 4, 9. With about 200 mana. Not the worst thing, but lose a little bit. This is our last giant if we kill this one, which is great. Chicken's almost back up, so we can use him soon. So, yeah, so I did an NVIDIA update, and then I have like, ONO Shut Up 10. It's like a GUI that lets you disable a lot of Windows 10 features you don't want, including like privacy, spying. I don't know if I want to say spying, but like things that will. I need 2 more water elementals, by the way. I'm going to return this quest since we're here. But like things that send telemetry data to Microsoft, you can disable those easily in that add-on. You can do it through the Windows menu pretty well, like just like the standard settings, but you have to like dig through stuff. ONO 10 handles that a lot easier. It also lets you do some kind of, it's like a visual display to turn off some registry related things instead of having to go through the registry and do it. I don't necessarily recommend it for most people, but I use it. But that was super out of date, so I updated that and then like re-enabled some of my settings. So it's like the 4th thing I had updated. Let's turn our quest, the Zapped Giants. Splendifimus says, what's his name? Zorbin Fandazzle. What a name. Goblins have great names. Not only am I glad to see you returned with the residue, but also with all your major appendages intact. That is all. There was never any danger in using the Ultra Shrinker, now was there. I do appreciate your effort on my behalf, Soupa. Truly, you are a friend to goblins everywhere. Accept this as a token of my appreciation. 70 silver, 4,400 experience, and Zorbin's Mega Slicer, which is a cool sword. We can't use sword, so probably... Wait, what? Huh. So we could repeat this quest. Maybe it's a reputation for the Steamweedle Cartel quest. Or maybe it's just for a little bit of gold and silver and experience. I'm not going to repeat it because we're almost done with our other quests and I don't have a reason to be around here anymore after that. There's more elementals up here, should be, so let's kill those. We need 2 more drops from them, so probably like 4 to 10 more kills will be done with this. Then we can kind of move on with natural minerals or materials. Alright, CE spray and chicken time. Let's actually get this middle mob. And let's drop our chicken right here. Shrink this guy. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. It's a good spot for the chicken. We can pull... These are both elementals also, so they're the melee mobs. So it'll be really easy to pull these guys over to us. I'm just going to berserking on this. Kill them faster if we can. Oh yeah, chicken enraged. That's what I want to see. Let's get this guy over here quick so enraged chicken can deal some damage. Yeah, so NVIDIA update, and then I had Oh No, Shut Up 10 to update. So that's like the 4th thing I updated. And then, I can't remember the name of it. Oh, what is it? I use a software to manage all my fans on my system. Oh, we got a drop and some water. Okay, it's not bad. So we got one of them. So we're halfway done with the remainder. I'm really forgetting the name of this add-on. It's so nice, though. Argos Monitor. So I use Argos Monitor. Yeah, what else do I have on this? I was looking at my Windows desktop. My start menu over there. Like, do I have anything interesting on here? No, nothing too much. Oh, hey, look. We got our last core. That was nice. So we got like 2 out of 3 kills. It's perfect. Almost perfect. But yeah, Argos Monitor. So Argos Monitor is a really nice software app that lets you, it's like, there's an old one called SpeedFan that I found didn't work well for me in Windows 10, so I stopped using it. But Argos Monitor is a really customizable way to tell all your fans in your system on your PC, assuming they have the right connection. So if it's like a 3-pin or 4-pin fan, this will work. If it's a 2-pin fan, I don't think you can modulate those at all. I think they just run at a set speed. But 3 pins, you can adjust the voltage of, and 4-pin fans, you can adjust like PWM. They're like, what is it, pulse width modification. But for those 3 and 4-pin fans with Argos Monitor, you can adjust how fast they spin. You can set it on all sorts of stuff. You can do like motherboard temperature, you can do GPU temperature, you can do CPU temperature. You can do it based on like a certain, like over a set, like the average, based on the last 10 seconds average temperature or the current temperature. And it's very customizable. It's a really nice graphical user interface for it. So it's not a sponsored ad. Let's run this quest real quick. Fuel for the zapping. Scrumdiddlyrific. It sounds like a Simpsons, like Ned Flanders. Scrumdiddlyrific, neighbor. These cores will keep me working for some time. Add to that the benefit of there now being fewer elementals along the coast, and I might no longer cry myself to sleep at the prospect of having set up shop in perhaps the worst place imaginable. Thank you, Soupa, for your efforts on my behalf. While it certainly straps me financially to do this, allow me to show you some gratitude you may understand and appreciate. Loot. 70 silver, 4,400 experience, and a pretty nice heal hat. 14 intellect. That's a better heal hat than we currently have. It would be more armor, which I don't really care about. 3 more intellect, 9 more stamina. We lose 2 spirit. Yeah, it's way better. Also, how it looks awesome. Yep, looks like a fisher hat. Cool. That will replace our heal set. So those are both repeatable. We're not going to repeat them, but we could if we wanted to. So, real quick, what else do we need to do for natural materials? We need a lot of it. We need... We've got the encrusted minerals. We did that. We need resilient sinew from the Hippogriff. So we can go down here to get that. We also need metallic fragments, which they have not dropped at all. So I don't know if I'm missing how to get those. And then the splintered log, we just need to find the tree guys, which I haven't seen any yet, but I'm really messing this up. I need to go up on this path. I don't think there's a way over here without going. I think it's like a barricade. I think you have to go up this path here. Yeah. So we're moving along pretty well. This quest they're a little slow. It took us like 40 minutes to get through them, but it wasn't awful. and decent experience, like about 9,000 experience in the turn-ins, plus what we got from killing them. Plus, we got a few green drops, a pearl, it's okay. It wasn't all bad. While we're running over here, I want to thank all my Patreon supporters. I always appreciate the support from everyone, especially Adam H, Luke D, and Chris S. They're my top tier supporters, as you've probably heard 100 times now. So they get the by name shout out every episode. So I appreciate the support from those three, but from all of you in general, sincerely appreciate it. So thank you. And so we're running over here, and we're gonna go check out the hippogriffs. And oh, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. These trees are the ones that are kind of annoying because they're just like all over the zone. That's aggressive. That's aggressive. I think I can just pull this. I don't think it'll social aggro those other mobs. Yeah, perfect. And the trees aren't really, they're not like the wandering forest walkers. They're not like dangerous mobs. They just are just generic mobs that just kind of roam around. I think, yeah, I was going to say, I think it's 100% drop rate for the splintered logs. I think. And there's our first metallic fragments. It's funny, the fairy dragons didn't drop any. Maybe they can't. It said any of the mobs can drop it, but maybe fairy dragons can't. I'm kind of running through here just to see if we see any more trees real quick. But then we're going to go south, make a hard turn to the south in a moment here. Because we're really looking for the hippogriffs. Also, we've seen a very significant lack of mineral nodes in Feralas. I don't know if you noticed that, but I've got tracking up, but I'm pretty sure I've only seen one node, if that. Yeah, there's like this one node by the cave down here. That's the only one we've seen. Can I take a moment to say how excited I am that I was actually able to do that stupid escort quest last episode? Like, I really did not have high expectations for that succeeding, but it worked out pretty well, so that was nice. You know what's funny? Is Gnome membership card, Gnome Engineer membership card, it had a 14-day duration. It said once you run out of that, you have to re-up it by turning in the quest items to get it back to learn more gnomish things. You don't forget what we've already learned, but you can't learn new ones. Here's our hippogriff buddies, by the way. But it's kind of funny because I guess it's based on in-game time. So I'd have to hit 14 days played before it runs out. There's no way I'm hitting 14 days played total before I hit 60, let alone in the remaining time to 60 from like when I got that card at level 45, 46. Let's see what the drop rate is on these sinew. There's another fragment and one sinew. Okay. Well, we need a lot of fragments anyway, so we're just going to kill these guys for the rest of the episode for sure. Like, they're just going to be out here killing these for a while. Resist, huh? How about resist this? Yeah, there we go. Shrinky Dink wins again. So, get ready for the hippogriff killing hour, where we just kill hippogriffs for an hour. Takes us probably about 20 seconds per kill, a little bit of time to find a hippogriff in between there, and if the drop rate's 100%, we're killing 20 of these, so that's 3 a minute. It's going to take about, let's say 15 minutes to do this. Yeah, probably the rest of this episode we're going to be killing these guys. We should probably about finish it before the episode's done. I may call this episode short, by the way. I mentioned my wife's working at home, so if she's still sleeping. But if she gets up then and comes in here to work in our office, I'm definitely going to cede the office to her so she can have it, because her work's more important than me playing a little bit more WoW. And it's hard to record while she's in here because she's typing or talking on the phone. It's I would interrupt her talking, she would interrupt my recording, so I just don't do that while she's in here. She may be getting up, so if that's the case, I hope you guys have had a nice episode, because it'll end suddenly, and I hope you have a nice day, all that good stuff, and if not, I'll hopefully get some more hippogriffs killed before then. I think I faintly hear her down the hall, so I'm just like, is she not? Is she coming? Sometimes she gets up, doesn't immediately start working, right? Like, it's not unreasonable to wake up, have breakfast, maybe shower, read, I don't know. But sometimes she gets up and goes straight to work, which is what I do a lot. Like, I'm very frequently if I don't play WoW as soon as I get up, it's very common for me to get up and start working. Like, just get up, go to my computer, and just start working on things. That's pretty much what I do almost every day that I'm not recording a WoW video, is checking an email, which is pretty boring, casual work, you know. Or more likely, I'm going to throw away a few things out of these bags that are just not worth a ton, because we're getting full on space. I probably should head back to town, but it's kind of a hike, and I just feel lazy. I'm going to eat after this one, just eat that thing up there. There we go. Make some space. But yeah, usually my mornings are pretty easy. Like, I'll check emails first, respond to whatever I need to respond to, which isn't very much usually. And then usually I do a lot of like data analysis or writing in the mornings. If it's, you know, that early in the morning, I don't tend to, it's not like I'm doing experimental design right away because it takes a little bit more thought, but like data analysis isn't so bad. It's like I got an Excel file. Usually I work in Excel, whatever the last experiment I ran, that I just have like the raw data copied over into it. I'll sit down and start working it up into a graph, and it's not too complicated. How do our bags fill up again? It's so sad. Bear job. We're not going to kill any more bears, probably. So if we end here, we'll come back next episode and just work on more of these guys. So, we'll see.